Michelle with Sacred Spiritual Healer, going to do or attempt the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine messages for today. All right, bringing you some clarity to the big energy shifts that are going on. Mercury has been started or is starting in retrograde here in the next day or so, which has brought a lot of emotions, right? Because we're in the foreshadows of it, so people are getting a little emotional. So the better way to tap into the Divine Masculine energy to see what messages do they have for you. All right, so give me 1 second. Wasn't really completely set up for it. Just finished the daily vibe, which I had to do 2 times. So, yeah, let's see how this one works out. All right. Give me 1 minute. Candle for today, same as this morning, is the white candle. It represents your crown chakra. All right, I did not use this deck this morning, so use this in this reading. Crown chakra is the chakra that Spirit wants you to light a white candle for the crystalline white light in your crown chakra. And the crystal for that would be the crystal quartz, of course. And I do have the big globe, or the crystal there in a orb sense of the word. Oh yeah. True and precise messages for the collective, please, from their Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. Bring forth the messages from the Divine Masculines to the collective, please. Bring forth the messages from the Divine Masculines to the collective. True and precise messages only. True and precise messages, please, Spirit. Thank you. How they see the Divine Feminine. So your Divine Masculine's coming up with the Fairy Godmother. How beautiful is that, right? They are definitely going through transformation, listening to their higher self. I love how her crown chakra is lit up. And they are trying to, if they're not balancing necessarily, they are trying to maybe have, some of them might be doing a list. I get the sense that they're not comparing. I hate the thought of, or the word comparing, but here with the Godmother, you see they're listening to their higher self, the crown chakra. They have the wisdom of the owl here, but they also have the forbidden fruit in one hand and a crystal ball here. You represent the crystal ball, but perhaps there are other energies around them that are the toxic fruit. Here they're listening to their solar plexus. Their little guy down here is called their intuition. Right? So I feel like this here is them. You are the crystal ball, but there might be other people that are the forbidden fruit around them. Or if some of you have toxicity or are connected to toxicity, then you might be the forbidden fruit in that aspect. Because the forbidden fruit is someone either in toxic energy or connected to it, such as a karmic. All right, they see you, Divine Feminine, as someone who is removed the mask, embracing your truth, standing in your authentic self, regardless to how much it hurts. You're always very true and not trying to hide yourself or true self. Number 7 is a divine number. They also see you as someone with a lot of intuition, strength, courage, and that you do listen to the guidance of your spirit guides. In the recent past, Spirit, what's going on in the recent past with the divine masculines? What's going on with the divine masculines in the recent past, please? Recent past of the divine masculines, please. Thank you. What they want to tell the divine feminine about their recent past, what they want to tell the divine feminine about their recent past. Maybe the past hurts, the past heartaches, past toxicities. What do they want to tell the divine feminine regarding those negative past energies? True and precise only. Thank you. What's going on with divine masculines in their life? What's going on with divine masculine in their life? Whether it be in the home front or their workplace. What's going on with the divine masculine in their life today, at this very moment? Tap into the divine masculine as we've already called them forth here today. 100,000 masculines throughout the Twin Flame Collective. To those that are subscribed, liked, had energy exchange in the channel. Bring forth their messages so that they will resonate with their soul. Thank you. Whew. Okay. Their near future, Spirit, show us their near future for the divine masculines that are connected to the collective, who have liked, shared, subscribed, or have had energetic exchange, please. Show me the help to connect, to resonate with the souls of those that have had energetic exchange. To connect, please, Spirit. Thank you. And what about, how do they see their future with the divine feminine? How do they see their future with the divine feminine, please? How do they see their future with the divine feminine? Those in the this soul tribe on the channel that have had that energetic exchange. true and precise messages. How does the divine masculine see the divine feminine of the collective of this soul tribe here today? The soul tribe here on this channel. Bring forth their divine masculine to show us how they see the divine feminine and what do they want to tell her. How they see the divine feminine, what do they want to tell her. Good Lord. Oy. In the recent past, your divine masculine okay, thank you. I see you as the divine masculine. What's going on with them? They've had heartbreak. This is what's going on with them. They've had a lot of heartbreak. They know they put you in a three-party situation. They know they broke your heart, which broke their heart. They're ashamed of themselves for breaking your heart. You know, they brought tears to your eyes. It was unintentional. At the time, they thought it was a game. Kind of like a game of chess. Chess, rather. In the recent past, they did see their future with you. They saw you as an empress, someone who they could possibly have their choice with, their way with, but maybe that you would birth their children. Some of you, they wanted you to birth a new beginning with them. They saw you as someone they could have come to fruition with, that you shine your light from the inside out. They saw you as someone who is radiantly beautiful, and they love they love your body. But some of that is Spirit saying, now that they've seen things from a different light, they recognize from a soul level, or maybe they're just now seeing more clearly that it's not just about your body, but everything about you radiates. They see that you've transformed. You do have a lot of butterflies here in this picture. They see that you went through a transformation, and you're just shining your light so beautifully that they see you as a gift from Spirit. They almost see you as the forbidden fruit, because you're just so out of their... I just heard someone think that you're out of their league. Many of them in the recent past, they weren't clinging necessarily to the shadow side in the recent past, but maybe prior to the recent past they might have, but they've come out of that. But in the recent past, yeah, they realized that they felt very tied, like the connection was so strong, they felt like they were tied to you. All they could think about was you. All they could wake up or go to sleep with. They couldn't get you off their mind, and they felt it was a chain. Maybe they felt like you put a spell on them, for some of them, because they couldn't understand why that you were just always on their mind. They even at work, when they tried to concentrate, you were there. You were in their mind. When they turned the corner, they saw, like in their mind's eye, they saw you. As radiantly and beautiful as you are, when they think of you as very sexually attractive, very stimulating, very illusion. They felt like they were having illusions. They were eluding themselves to the connection, to the possibility of being with you. In the recent past, they wanted to move forward. They wanted to bring this to fruition. They felt like you were a gift from spirit, but that there was torrentious times that they had to travel through storms to get things into balance. This is them being very youthful. You make them feel youthful. They wanted to bring things to balance and bring this to fruition, but they really felt like it was going to, they had to go through stormy times to get to this point, and they were trying to make the plans to do so in the recent past and bring this to balance. Again, they saw you as a promise from Great Spirit. They saw you as a promise, a gift, and they definitely wanted to have this connection with you. What did they want to tell you about their recent past? They realized that, yeah, they may have in the past had some devil energy, some toxicity. Maybe they played games with your mind games, the three-party situations, the gaslighting, right? Get you caught into a conversation, then just disappear, gaslight you, block you and stop communicating so that you would feel like you needed them. They wanted you to feel like you needed them. They wanted to put you in a place of looking up to them. They wanted to be held on that pedestal. They wanted you to hold them on the pedestal in the recent past. It was all devil energy. Now that they've had this image, they've seen what they've done to you, they can't bear it. They cover their ears, their eyes. They don't want to see their truth. They realized it was all about divine timing when this was, and they realizing now that this was a divine connection and how deep this connection was. But yeah, they felt that they definitely were trying to control you, just as their devil and toxicity was controlling them. They were trying to keep you on a string, to pull you when they wanted you and release you when they didn't. Maybe you felt that way. Maybe that's why they felt that they caused so many tears. But that is all behind them. They don't want to do that anymore. They feel that they've already left you out in the cold long enough. They already feel that they've been put themselves out in the cold. They feel that they've sabotaged their own future. They sabotaged their own beginning, and now that they realize that you were divinely protected, that they've put themselves out in the cold, and the changes that have occurred, how the wheel of time has switched things. They feel now that maybe you pull the strings, you are the one with the upper hand, because now they're putting you on a pedestal. Now they're seeing you as someone so beautiful that you're out of their league. Now they're seeing you as the one that they want to have their babies. Or not. Maybe just birthing new beginnings. But the hangman here shows that they've been placed from the divine with divine timing in order to bring a balance to a situation that they were shown things, the mirroring of the effect. They realize now that they were mirroring one another. The things that bothered them about you was nothing more than a mirror of themselves, what they needed to go within and heal. They now have seen things from a higher perspective because Spirit directed them into the hangman mode. And they want you to know they've seen things from a different light, that they don't feel the way that they are remorseful for putting you out in the cold, for treating you like a puppet. They're very remorseful. They have a lot of regret. But they see their 10 of coins with you. They see an end to the old way, and that you are the only jewels that matter. You matter more now than all the earthly possessions they have, because you hold the key to their heart. No one has gotten under their heart or in their heart space the way you have. And they see this future with you blossoming. But now they just have to figure out how to bring that back. Now they're trying to figure out how to have this new beginning with you. Because they know that now they feel like you've put them out in the cold. Because you chose maybe someone else. You chose yourself. Ooh. Okay. get a sip of tea. A 10 of Pentacles. How beautiful is that? Here in their sorry. This is what's going on with them. I know I always use this deck for the career on general messages. This is actually what's going on with the Divine Masculine. This is what's going on, how they see you. Not what's going on with you, but how they see you and what they want to say. This is what's going on with them and what they want to say to you, Divine Feminine. The woman that they want to have babies with, the one they want to come in out of the cold for, the one they want that wish fulfillment for. Divine Feminines, they feel here that you are their 10 of Pentacles, you are their wish fulfillment. They want you to know that they're working on their pentacles and they've tried to tame the dragon within themselves, put behind their devilish ways or their satanic ways, whatever, their sexuality, sensuality towards you. They're trying to let you know that they do have a place in their heart for you, a lot of passion for you. They just don't know how to express that passion. They don't know how to express what they feel about you, but they definitely hold you to high regard, and they want to come to you correctly. So they're working on their pentacles to be able to build stability because they see you as someone very stable and abundant. So they want to work on that stability, to come to you, to show you that they've changed, to show you that they are someone totally different than what you saw before. They want to come to you as a leap of faith forward, as the Fool card here showing that they have risen above the old way. They are coming to you with passion, this new beginning, the Fool card, that leap of faith forward, looking to the future with you. And that's what they want you to know. They want you to know too that they are working on their loving themselves just as you have been loving yourself. They realize because the energy has been mirrored back to them and that you are the example. You've set the example in this journey. When they ghosted you, it didn't faze you. When they tried to treat you like a puppet or a side piece, it didn't faze you. You just went within and healed yourself. And were very strong and courageous. And they admired that about you. And so now, because you've set the path, you've set the example, let's say, you've taught them how to accept themselves as a fish out of water, accept themselves and love themselves, to fill their own cup of self-love. They want you to know that you've shown them this, and now King of Cups is here to say they're listening to their higher self because of you, because of this connection. That things have been illuminated to them, how they were or how they treated you in the past, the emotional uproar that they've caused, but now they're ready to look to the future, and they're hoping for their ships to come in with you, together with you, not because of you. They want to move forward beside you, not in front of you. They know they don't need to complete you because you are complete all on your own. You're whole. That you don't need okay, for some reason I'm hearing you don't need them to hand a hand out. You don't need a hand up. You know exactly how to pull yourself up and be strong and confident in yourself because you are a queen. You are an empress. And they see you as such. Okay. The strength, yeah, they see you as someone very strong. Mind you, when if there's a pause, it's because I close my eyes sometimes when I'm listening to the messages come through. The strength card here is them trying to be as strong as they saw you. They're trying to be that strong, confident, masculine energy that you looked for. That they want to be that strong masculine for you, your knight in shining armor. Even though you may not need one, they want to woo you. They want to. Okay. Sorry, must be some older generation woo you. I'm getting that image too of one of the decks that has the masculine playing the flute for her as she walks. Serenade. They want to serenade you. When the word they want to woo you, they want to serenade you. That was the image that came to mind with the words. But yeah, they want to impress you. Okay, let's face it, that's basically what they're trying to do, right? When someone's trying to woo you or something, they're trying to impress you. And here they're trying to gain that strength to do just that. They're listening to their higher self, trying to blossom where they stand, but stand more firmly and bigger and better than they were. They know that you have other options. They know that there are people around you that are watching this connection, and maybe they've told you there are greener pastures, but they're hoping for that second chance. They are hoping when they come to you correctly that you will be there, and allow them to be your king, allow them to be your emperor. They want to, out of all the choices, out of all the past, they choose you. Again, with yesterday we got this as well, and I just keep hearing, I choose you. I choose you. Over all the turmoil, all the other options, all the things, the tears, the heartache, the headaches, the fighting or the arguing in the 5D or 3D. The things that triggered them, the ways they triggered you, they choose you. And they want you to know that they're trying to balance their emotions and come to you with words that make sense, because they haven't been able to make sense of the connection themselves. But of all the paths that are out there, they still choose the path that leads them to you. They're building their pentacles, number 4 here. They're trying to, they want to be abundant. They want to listen to their higher self. They're trying to be balanced. They're also trying to ground themselves. They want to work on their pentacles so that they can have a stable foundation to offer you. Some of these divine masculines, I get the energy they have to travel far and wide to be with you. They have to travel to you. And some of them only have telepathic communication with you, but it is so much more than just telepathic communication, because they see you in the 5D. They're astro traveling to you. They know that you're astro traveling to them. They feel you in their dreams. They feel you in their mind's eye, right? Astro travel. They feel your energy all around them. They understand, or are trying to understand about this everything energy, everything connected, and they're starting to look up things online. They're starting to watch other tarot readers and look up about readings on you, of your energy, and what's the next step. What are you doing? Who's around you? Many of them are afraid you have other suitors. Someone saying that they hope that you don't choose someone else. They don't want you to give yourself away. They want to be that special someone. Just give them a chance, give them time. They're coming to you. Many of them want you to know that they realize they made you an option, that they had you as a side piece, and it probably did rip out your heart, but they didn't even have a heart to begin with. They felt that they were just playing a game. They felt that it was just a game in their mind at that time, before they saw differently, before they went through an awakening. Because now, coming up is a fairy godmother, that's someone who's already gone through a death and rebirth transformation, that is seeing and listening to their crown chakra, their third eye, seeing things completely different, having the wisdom and seeing the signs and synchronicities all around them. Spirit actually speaking to them through the nightmares, the dreams, in their awake state. So they've been shown how they treated you as an option, or you them. Take the energy how it resonates. But they held you to a much higher, or now they hold you to a much higher regard, and they would regret not seeing your worth. But they're very proud or excited that you've seen your worth all along. They know that you held yourself to a higher regard. You saw your worth. So now they're realizing that. Maybe they're feeling like they missed out on the best thing ever happened to them. They're seeing that maybe they wished out on that. They missed out on that wish fulfillment. They want to climb Mount Everest with you. Somebody wants to climb Mount Everest with you. Whoever that's for, it's not me. Sure, it's too cold up on that mountain for me. Somebody else is saying they want to shout it from a mountaintop that they do love you, and they regret not telling you exactly how they feel, what they were thinking, what you meant to them. Even if they couldn't find the words, they now regret not at least trying. To not just take the step forward in effort of showing you how they felt emotionally. In their near future, Kundalini, further Kundalini awakening, number 8. Past, present, and future. This is the journey card as well, going within, going on that soul journey inside of looking to the east in the air, the south, the fire, the west, the water, the north, the earth, the gods and the goddesses, regardless of what direction, they're seeking them out for direction. In the near future, they're trying to seek out an understanding of this connection, about all energy and everything being connected. Trying to do more understanding about the planets, alignments that you speak of or have, maybe they've heard of when they were looking things up. But they are learning, or they're trying to learn here in the near future, a better understanding of this connection. Regardless to where it takes them, they're ready to go wherever this connection takes them. The heart of the sky, again with the universe, the planetary alignments. They had no clue before, and they feel like it's been a whirlwind trying to figure this out, trying to understand, and they wish they could just ask you, because they feel like you would probably already know. They feel like they're not, they feel like you're so much ahead of the game than they are, that how could you know so much more about this and they not have known? If you're both connected, as much as their spirit guides are telling them, they feel like, how is it you know so much more than them? That just makes me laugh, sorry. Number 5, the curse. Some of them felt that they were cursed, that they weren't good enough to have someone like you. Some of them felt that maybe they were, or in some cases, some of the masculines were cursed. Some of their karmic energies around them, we'll put it that way, right? The entities or energies around them that they had to learn lessons from throughout their life, or a period of their life, did put a curse on them, used black magic or voodoo on them. And that's true, some of them did, but others, maybe they even just gossiped about you, which was cursing, and some of them, maybe they've even spread gossip or lies about you so that their friends or family didn't think that they were truly interested in you. They were trying to be macho or be a bigger guy, right? They wouldn't be caught with someone so spiritual and angelic. And some of you, yeah, maybe you come across more as a witch or dark energy at times. Maybe you even dress more like a witch, or like I'm getting this black Inu, whatever Inu, what's that called, Gothic or Inu. Somebody in the collective, maybe you dress that way, maybe that's why they at first were like, no, my family won't accept that. Maybe they were brought up in a religious background, and their families wouldn't accept something, an energy like that. But either way, they spoke ill of the connection because they didn't want the people around them to know that they were, the way they felt about you. They didn't speak the truth. They tried to twist their own words so that it was as confusing to other people as it was to them. But they saw, without a doubt, they saw how that energy that turned them on, they certainly saw how exotic, or how it's getting a lot of sexual energy, how you definitely turned them on, put it that way. All right, what else? Oh, they see their future with you. All right, we'll do this after here. This is how they see you. Sorry, I had to break out of that for a minute. Okay. Divine masculines. So they see you as someone like a King of Swords, Queen of Swords, however it resonates. Someone in your truth, loyal, that you are very protected by your spiritual guides or those spiritual energies around you. Maybe they do see you as someone like a Ice Queen, I heard. And it's only because you recently put them in the cold. Because you saw the games they played, right? That when they were in their devil energy, so you put them out in the cold. Maybe you did say something hurtful or not, but it left them out in cold, putting them, I won't say in their place, Spirit. They feel you put them in their place, thank you. They feel like you put them in their place for the games they played with the devil energy. Like this was their lesson learned. So now they see you at this very moment as being like an ice queen, very cold to communication. You're not being open and warmed like you always were. You always welcomed them back no matter how many times they blocked you or gaslighted you. No matter how many times they made sarcastic remarks or shied away from your connection. Right? But you've always accepted them back. You always forgave them. So why all of a sudden did that change? They didn't understand. But boom, now because you stood your ground, you saw your worth, you stepped into your high priestess energy, Spirit said, is what it was. You pulled back your energy and said, no, I know my energy. I'm going to sit on my throne. And when you're ready, you can come to me. Right? But they seen it as this. They seen you as, yes, maybe they did hurt you they stabbed you they see that they stabbed you in the back just one too many times. They hurt you and they were cold to you just one too many times. And that's where you came up with this. Because they hurt you just one too many times. It was the last straw and they know that. Heck, even your spirit guides are around you or trying to check to see if you're even going to come back up. They hurt you so bad. The Magician card here, how they see you is someone who can manifest a new beginning. You have all the tools within yourself and you just, like this snake down here shedded its old skin, you've made a change. They saw that you have changed. Yeah. Remember here in the recent past, when they hurt you and caused you to cry too many tears. They saw you. Remember we said in the recent past about the change. They saw you change. Like the snake here that shed its skin and came out anew, ready to take on the world again. Regardless to how many towers fell, regardless to how many pains they went through, you have the tools within yourself to check yourself, listen to spirit, right? Go within and heal yourself through meditation and command a new beginning and call in. You did a soul retrieval perhaps, right? You called in that of which you want in your new beginning. They see you doing this. They know it wasn't balanced. 6 of Pentacles. They were only taking from your energy what they could get from you. They saw that you were being nurtured or provided for from your spiritual guides, from the Great Spirit. And they were, I get the energy here that they know that they're riding your shirt tail on that energy. Like an energy vampire, they were just there to have you feed them all the good things you always told them, to have a nice day. How beautiful they were, how handsome they were, how amazing they were. You encouraged them on their own soul growth. They realized finally, that they seen that they were just riding your shirt tail. They weren't giving you back anything. Here with the Hierophant, this reminds me of the devil energy. They had to come before the Hierophant. They want to step up. They see you as someone who's almost very just and protected from the Hierophant energy. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, they see you as someone protected from this court or this Hierophant energy. The great, this reminds me not of a court system in the 3D, but of like great spirit or your spirit guides almost, that you turn to that and you surrender. They've seen that you surrender your devil energy, your toxicity, your anything that dark energy, shadow side of yourself, you surrender it. And they see that you have very good self-control over yourself, that you were a divine gift from spirit to them, but they had to come and to fall before spirit and surrender also, and they weren't ready to do that yet. Now they're ready. Now they're ready to surrender to spirit and accept you as a divine gift from spirit, this connection. That's how they see their future with you, Divine Feminine. They see you mirroring one another. I'm just going to take them as they are right here like this. Yeah. We're going to hold this actually. Number 10, Kundalini here, mirroring one another though. They see their future with you because you are such a divine person to them. They realize now, Spirit has shown them in the dreams, the nightmare, whatever you want to call it, right? Their journey quest that they've gone within. Remember, they've gone through an awakening. And now they see that you too have gone through and that they are mirroring you, that you're their polar opposite in a sense. And you see here this Kundalini snake is headed to the shadow side and then the light. And this Kundalini is headed through the light to the shadow. And so they're understanding that now, that it's a very spiritual connection that you both have, that you have to embrace and balance both energies, both of you equally. They're understanding that and they see that with you, but they're ready to take the challenge. They're ready to embark on this with you. And that's how they see you entwined together and ready to do this with you. They're ready to get into soul purpose with you, I hear. They're ready to take on the battle. This rattle reminds me of a war cry, 7 divine number. The Indians, when they would head into battle, right, they would give out a battle cry and shake the rattle in which they held, or their voice sounded like that. But the rattle here reminds me of the war cry, and they're ready to go to battle for you. They're ready to fight for you because, again, they choose you. They want this connection with you. They want to move forward into soul purpose in this connection, this deep connection. They're ready to take it on. They're ready to give it everything they've got and fight for it. They want to fight for you. It reminds me of the song. I'll post it in this. I'm getting the song right now, and I think it's I'll Fight For You. I think that was the name of it. Or maybe it was I'll Wait For You, but I'll look it up and post it. But thought it was I'll fight for you. I'll fight for you. I'll wait for you. I'm pretty sure it was I'll fight for you. Yeah, so I think that's the title. So I'll post a link to it in the description. But I'm pretty sure it was called I'll Fight for You. I'm hearing the song play in my mind. I just wasn't sure on the title. Here, Stand Still, number 7 again. You have 2 7s and a 10. Very divine numbers. Stand still is about meditating. You get into the top of that mountain, the journey, knowing that this journey, they realize now that it's about the journey and not the end result. They realize that the growth and the lessons they learned when they were connected to you before you cut them out or pulled your energy back, right? That they didn't realize before that they were supposed to embrace the journey. They were looking for just, the quick win, what they were going to get out of it. But now they see that it's about the long haul. Now they see it's about the journey, not the destination, not the prize. And you are the one they want to make that journey with, Divine Feminine. That's how they see their future with you. They are ready to wait. And again, with the I'll fight for you, number 3 here, the coyote can sometimes be, someone might see it as something sneaky, but the coyote energy to me is, if you've never run across coyotes, let me say out in Texas when I was there, is they're very intelligent. I mean, anybody knows that probably, but they work in a pack through almost like a sense of a way of speaking to one another, and it reminded me of telepathic communication. That they speak to one another to surround their prey, I guess you would say, right? So they surround a situation and they wait for the opportune time, and they'll move in a little at a time, and they won't be noticed. They'll be out there and you won't even know it until it's almost too late. Depends. In my case, thankfully, I was very much protected by spirit guides because I found myself out in the middle of the desert in Texas going on a walk with my 2 dogs, and it got dark and I still wasn't back to my car. The car was in sight, but all of a sudden I started seeing all these eyes all around me. My dogs started whimpering, and all of a sudden the eyes were getting closer and closer. I found myself surrounded by coyotes. Couldn't get to the truck fast enough, or the car fast enough. But as quiet as it was, you never saw them. You never heard them. Even my dogs were like, and they were Cane Corsos, they're very protective of me. They were also on a leash, so it's not like they could go. But they would have barked had they sensed them. The coyotes were very keen in hunting. They're very smart. So this is the energy here I get with this, is they are trying to plan their move to get you back. They're planning their how they're going to get you. And I won't call you their prey, but you are their target, right? You're the one they want to fight for. You're the one that, you were the ultimate, I guess, I don't know if I want to call it an ultimate prize. Maybe that's coming from an ego point of view. But they definitely have you as the mark. You're the one they're looking to move in on, and they're planning that move. And that's how they see their future with you, is how they need to do this carefully. And it might take time for them to make that plan, because they know they got to come to you just right now. They can't come to you like they did before, and they realize that now. Okay, thank you. for starting backwards, Spirit? Hang on. Okay. Now. And their near future. Anything for how they see them? Okay. Anything for this pile? Usually start at the top and just go down. Spirit wanted me to start here when the devil card come out, but I'll explain that in a minute. So that does cross this, but give me a minute. This is their recent past regarding this. Remember, we gave so much information about this. What is it? Oh, wow. Remember, they know that they, in the recent past, realized they hurt you and caused many tears, right? They seen you as someone that they realize someone they can't stop thinking about. Just giving you a refresher what this was. They want to have you to have their babies in a birth, a new beginning. They see you as the Empress, right? And they want to come to you because they now realize that you are their wish fulfillment. So they're trying to balance this out. That was their recent past, right? Just wanted to recap. So yeah, they want balance in the recent past. They realized they needed to, clarifying that, they need to bring things into balance, to have equal give and take in order for things. But also, they also in the recent past had to heal their inner child. But they also realized in the recent past that you weren't just the Empress, you were the High Priestess. And that was a game changer, wasn't it? When that took place, when you stepped into your power and pulled your energy back, that was a game changer. It was a tower moment, and it shook them to their core. It wiped out their base. Their foundation was so faulty that it just dropped to their knees. Dropped them to their knees. Thank you, Spirit. Here we have the 10 of Coins clarified by the King of Swords. And what's underneath it? You, King of Swords. So what's this? You're mirroring one another for one, but again, game changer, right? Because before, they were the one turning their back on you, gaslighting you, blocking you. But you pulled your energy back and made that game changer. When the tower fell, you were the game changer. And so now you're the King of Swords, not them. Energy's reversed, just like we always say is going to happen, right? Because now they're going to have that magnetic pull to you, and they're going to start healing themselves just like you taught them. And they're going to do the work just like you taught them how. And that's what we say. First, the Divine Feminine has to do the work and heal herself. Heal her inner child. I know I'm talking with my hands. Heal the inner child and do the work. Because at a time when you pull your energy back, they realize it's just like we always say it happens. Exactly this. It's a game changer. The energies flip. Now it's time for you to sit on your throne, Divine Feminine, and await their growth, their healing, and they'll come to you correctly. Because the energy switched. Now they're going to be the chaser and you're the, as they say, the runner, but hopefully you might want to just let them catch you. I don't know. The Fool card here is clarified by the 8 of Wands. This is their energy. This is what they wanted to say about it. The Fool card, they're taking the leap of faith forward because they want to hear from you. They're hoping, this is their leap of faith forward, is that you'll take their message. Are you going to turn away from their communication time and time again? And they don't understand, so they're looking. Sorry if I get this funny, because it's exactly how we say it should happen. It's what's happening for you. And it's not happening to you. It's happening because you've done the work. So that's beautiful. And so they, because they're coming up transformed and had a rebirth with the fairy godmother, that certainly wouldn't have gotten that card for an overall energy for the Divine Masculine had they still been in toxicity. 7 of Wands. the King of Cups. They know that they've had to do the work. They had to fill their own cup of self-love. Why? Because you set your boundaries. When you pulled your energy back, you said, no, I'm standing my ground. Look how strong you were, Divine Feminine. It's beautiful. I'm excited for you. The Strength card here for them is they too are realizing that they can manifest a new beginning, and they're calling out to Spirit to manifest you back. Calling out and wishing that you come back, that you'll take their messages, that you'll, be there for them when they heal. The Three of Wands. They know that you are the star that guides them. And look at in this card, there's also a star, so I like this. Right? Let me just move this here. Here they chose you. Remember, they chose you. That's going to be a hard road. Might be buried with emotions, but they chose you because you are the star that guides them, and they know that. They know that you've transformed, and that you are the one that their wish fulfillment, the one that Spirit sent to them. Wow. To each other, not to them, like. Ace of Wands, they want this new beginning with you. They're trying to do the work, come into balance, listen to their higher self. Even if they have to travel across the world, if they have to travel across the country, the state, the town, the road, they want to travel to you. And they're trying to listen to their higher selves and bring this to balance to come to you for this new beginning. And they hope that you'll be there when they arrive. They hope that you'll realize that they're not going to treat you anymore as an option. That they will see you for your worth. And this Queen of Wands is a rapid communication, but they see you glowing with this beautiful sunflower here. Normally I don't see this energy in this card as it's a positive card, I guess, but usually I don't see it like I do today, is someone that they're really looking up to, because here with these options, you'll see how he's looking up. He's looking up to you on your throne. There's also a cat in this card, which has significant meaning. This cat is black and white, which is bringing balance from the dark to the light, bringing balance from the yin and the yang. Okay, Spirit's saying leave this in reverse. What was this? This is their near future. Whew. Eight of Wands. Upright it is, or Eight of Swords, my bad. It's like monkey mind, right? In the near future, they're not going to have that confusion. They are going to be listening to their intuition and spiritual guidance, so that's why it's in reverse. Because they're not allowing that to block them anymore. They want this Ace of Cups with you, this divine new reunion, and to bring you and them as well out of the cold together. So then we're back to the King of Swords, you Divine Feminine, you and your spirit guide that lay at your feet here. You're in your truth. You've had a thing or two to say to this person. Look at the face on. Right? And it's clarified with the devil. Why? Because you had a thing or two to say because of the devil energy, the toxicity. You had to cut things out that no longer serve you, and that was the toxicity that was coming into your energy field. It was blocking you from your abundance. It was blocking you from your high priestess energy, your movement forward. So as a high priestess, you knew you had to cut yourself free of the toxicity they were clinging to, because they were the forbidden fruit at that point. They were toxic to you. While they may have been clinging to their own toxicity or karmic, but then in turn that caused them to be toxic to you because they weren't releasing it. And now when you saw that and you cut yourself free, you had a thing or two again to say about it, setting your boundaries. And they seen that. And here they see you once again. Coming up more times than one is an Empress, birthing new beginnings, the beautiful person that you are. Your tower is upright. Your tower is not falling. You're stable. You're abundant. You're radiating. You're all four queens in one. Regardless to how many swords they put in your back, you still come up as an empress. Because you are strong. Because you can manifest that new beginning and put an end to the breadcrumbs they were feeding you, the three-party situations. And here with the Ace of Swords, again, I think that's what we had. Didn't we have that over here? Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords is the truth, the higher truth for your highest good. So Spirit's saying the Ace of Truth is here to say, yes, they were not meeting you. They were riding your coattails, being an energy vampire. Number 6 of Pentacles, but it wasn't balanced. Might have been balanced between you and your divine Great Spirit, but they were riding your coattail. And Spirit said, with the Ace of Swords, this is truth. And they saw the light now to make a difference, to make a change. Temperance is here balancing things out, and how perfect is that over this Hierophant, how we read that Hierophant card. Because a lot of times the Hierophant is your person, right? A lot of times the Hierophant is a court system, a divorce, a marriage, or your person's, energy level, how they're aligned with you. But here, it wasn't. Today, we saw it differently, and Temperance was here to bring balance to that. Your person knows that now, and here, Spirit says what's their overall, how they see their future with you. That's what Spirit had me flip this, keep this to the side, because they see you as their wish fulfillment, their 10 of Cups, and this is what they want to communicate with you now. They want you to know they have a plan, and don't think that they're being sneaky. If you're reading tarot cards from regular readers that are not Twin Flame Journey readers, or that are not deep soul connection readers, right? Then they might be saying to you that, no, it's a toxicity. We're seeing a fox, we're seeing a coyote, and they might read this differently. But today we're saying, no, they've done the work. They're ready for this long haul with you. They're ready to fight for you. They know they mirror you, and they're planning not to hurt you. They're planning how they can have this wish fulfillment with you. Spirit, any advice for divine feminines that are receiving these messages? Before we channel any messages for masculines, what other messages do you have for the divine feminine? Whew. I swear these energies knock me out. Gonna need a nap. Just sounds weird, but that's how I feel. Okay, advice. Spirit's saying, divine feminine, just get on your horse and move forward. Continue toward your soul purpose. And this will allow them to still teach them the way that they need to make that plan and come to you correctly. But until then, don't sit around and wait. You need to get on your horse and be in soul purpose. Some form, some way, get in soul purpose. Maiden of Blades, continue to cut things out that no longer serve you for your highest good. Continue to cut away toxicity and negativity out of your life. Clean out your closet, your garage, clean out your drawers. But if it's negative energy, things that are from the past are going to hold on to low vibration, then you need to rid yourself of low vibrational energy and know that it's for your highest good with the Spiritualist card here. Also about change, and this is about the Warrior of Vessels. Remember, they will fight for you. They're here to move forward, and as far as they have to journey, they will come for you because they want to fight for you. Spirit says, and Spirit will guide them to your doors. Spirit will guide them to your energy. And they will many have to come on a journey. Many will have to journey far and wide. Wide and far and wide? I don't know. My dog is snoring out there, outside the door, if you hear him. His name is Seymour. The short-snouted dog. 4, you were protected The silence here is reminding you to go within and listen to spiritual guidance on what way to journey, where to go, what's your soul purpose. Look to your north node. It is not your south node. It's your north node. It's going to be something that's going to be uncomfortable, right? Because your soul purpose is something you need to learn more about or grow from. Okay. I was going to not take this, but Spirit's saying no, take it. I was like, I don't want to take it. Speaking of defiance. Number 9, the card is defiance. Evidently, that's my energy today, is defiant. Don't fight this about your soul purpose, about your north node. Don't fight it. Accept it for what it is. It's there for a reason. Know that everything in this journey, your soul purpose, is there for a reason. And so to embrace it and not fight it. Don't be defiant regarding your soul purpose. Be the chief of the vessels and move forward towards soul purpose. And know that what is meant for you cannot be stolen from you. That's not to say anything else. Not those. What Spirit wants you to know you got to work on. Okay. Have a firm foundation. Build a firm foundation. 3 is, yes, there will be heartache and loss when you cut things out that no longer serve you. Yes, you've gone through heartache and loss. And it's not going to be the first time. You may experience heartache and loss in the future. But know that it's for your highest good. It's for your journey. Ground yourself. With the base chakra. Base chakra's red. It's at your tailbone. Oh, look at there, we got a new card. Blue Moon, mastery, master yourself, master your going within and meditating and being one, your connection from spirit so that you can master your soul purpose. And recognition is recognize your soul purpose and evolve into it. Accept it. Don't be defiant. Contemplation. Stop contemplating and move forward and make deliberate actions forward. The Spirit is sending you many signs and synchronicities for you to get into soul purpose. Ancestors are also sending you signs and synchronicities. They're there to guide you. If you ask for their guidance, they will show themselves. Know that they are all around you. The angel of diet and nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat, drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. And the goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this very moment. Yeah, that would be your divine masculine because their soul is in the room at this time, thinking very central energy at the time. Very passion, a lot of passion coming from them. You excite them, just the thought of you, like they think of you when they go to sleep at night, they think of you when they awake, when they're at work. You light up their life, you light up their world. Even though they never knew how to express it, they didn't know what this energy was. And that's why they took it for granted. Because they didn't see you as for your worth. They didn't see how special the connection truly was. But they do now. Number 9, near completion, powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of this situation. Gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Spirit, what other messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine do we have? What other messages do you have from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, please? Many of them are saying, I'm sorry. Sorry they didn't see clearly. They didn't know who you were, but thank you. Somebody's saying thank you for who you are. They recognize now the energy. They realize because Spirit's shown them. And they're saying to you, thank you for who you are. Thank you for healing and sending and focusing and not leaving them in the rut. Even though they thought you left them behind in the cold, thank you. Some of them are crying, saying they're so sorry and they're so embarrassed for how they hurt you, the things they said about you. Some of them, the things they said behind your back that they know you know. Somebody's sorry they got someone else pregnant. Somebody's saying they're sorry about that other, that they just made you one more of many. Overall energy and overall story is that, yeah, the majority of them are sorry, and majority of them are saying how embarrassed they are, and they're going to make it up to you. They know they have to come to you correctly because they see now differently. They realize now that the past is the past, and they need to move forward and love themselves and have unconditional love for everyone. They're realizing now the difference than how they've been in the past, and that their life has changed because of you. They see and feel that you've been the changing force. You were the one that brought this awakening to them, making them see things differently from a higher perspective. Some of them said that they hadn't been with someone in so long that it's not like, they didn't feel like it was like riding a bike where they could just get back on. They were too scared to attempt it, to have the courage, the strength to entertain the connection, to take the chance towards the connection. The chance that they needed to then, but they've changed, and they want you to know they've changed. They're ready, or they're working on becoming ready. They're getting ready to come to you. They're ready to fight for this. Again with that, I will fight for you. And some are still saying, I choose you over anyone else. I choose you. You're not, you're not who they thought you were. They didn't see you clearly. And they hope you can forgive them. Some are saying they hope you can forgive them and give them another chance. Please forgive me. That's what some of them are saying. Please forgive me. They just want you to give them another chance, to hear their side, to see things differently like they have seen things differently, to hope that you've seen things differently now, and that you see the change in them. They know that this is so much more than they could have ever imagined or wrapped their head around. And some of them are still at a loss for words. Okay. Divine Masculines, namaste. Divine Feminines, I hope this helped you for today, that the messages help you for another day as well. And hold on to this during this retrograde. Know that when emotions come up, sometimes they may still be triggering you to heal something within you, and others just at times remember that Mercury's in retrograde. I think it's till March, I want to say the 20th. So that being said, I will leave you with this. I'm going to post the song, I Will Fight For You. All right. Love you lots. Namaste.